More questions than answers in this tragic crime. Hello viewers, in this video, we'll tell the story of heartbreaking and unsolved Short family murders, a little girl lost. Michael Short and his wife Mary were murdered execution style while they slept, and their bodies were discovered on August 15, 2002. There was no indication of their 9-year-old daughter Jennifer. The largest ever criminal investigation in the county was ignited by the finding, but the case is still unresolved. It was one of Michael Short's workers who discovered the deaths that August morning almost 20 years ago. Chris Thompson was among the final individuals to witness the Shorts in a living state. He had spent the previous evening working with Michael on a car till late, and he was scheduled to meet him early the next morning to go to Christiansburg, which was close by, to pick up a truck from Michael's mobile home relocation company. When he arrived at the house, Chris Thompson found Michael where he expected to find him, on a couch in the garage, where he often slept so that his snoring wouldn't bother his wife. But Michael wasn't sleeping that morning. Michael had been hit once in the head by a small caliber pistol round, and the garage door was open. The body of Mary was discovered inside the home. Lying in bed, she had also been shot in the head by the same gun. According to the evidence, neither of them had ever known that their killer was around when they were killed in their sleep. The absence of a body, rather than the sight of one, was the most terrifying discovery. The couple's 9-year-old daughter was nowhere to be found. The search for 9-year-old Jennifer Short. After Chris phoned the police, hundreds of pieces of evidence were gathered during the 2-week search of the house. Authorities believe Jennifer Short had just escaped the slaying on her own and been lost in the nearby woods, but a large search was underway to try and locate her at the same time. Regretfully, that turned out not to be the case. There was no sign of Jennifer Short despite hundreds of miles of searching. Dogs, ATVs, volunteers, helicopters, and Amber Alerts. Jennifer's body was finally found. Eddie Alberts to Dogs found what he believed to be just a piece of wig some 35 miles south of the Shorts' Oak Level, Virginia house. 6 weeks later, Albert didn't call the police until 2 days later. When the Dogs brought him another horrific trophy, a piece of a skull, authorities started searching the area around his house and discovered pieces of bone and teeth, along with a little ribcage that had been buried along a bridge and on an unknown road. The cops were unable to piece together much about Jennifer Short's post-abduction life because of the length of time that had elapsed and the body's severe decomposition. But the skull fragments they discovered did reveal one thing. She had been killed with just one shot to the skull from a small caliber weapon, exactly like her parents. After the remains were positively identified as belonging to Jennifer Short, Sheriff H.F. Castle informed the media, "She's gone now, and no evil can befall her." But who had killed the Short family? Even though Jennifer Short's fate was already known, the puzzling and horrible crime that had befallen the girl and her parents remained unsolved. Making matters worse, the motive was unclear. Since nothing valuable was taken, it appeared that the robbery was over. But since the phone lines had been severed, it was obvious that the crime had been planned. While the abduction of Jennifer Short seemed to be the most likely motive, why she was taken from her home and then shot like her parents was something that could only be a subject of conjecture. The authorities did not appear to be getting any closer to solving the crime, even after receiving multiple leads from as far away as Missouri. The 66-year-old carpenter Garrison Bowman, who had fled to Canada the day after the killings, gained a lot of attention early on because he may have a grudge against Michael Short. In November of that year, Bowman made an appearance before a grand jury in Roanoke, Virginia, after being extradited from Canada, where he was being detained on fraud and driving under the influence accusations. But there was not to be an indictment issued. Garrison Bowman cleared as a suspect. Bowman was declared to be exempt from suspicion by the police in 2007. Meanwhile, it was revealed that 3 men who wanted to claim the reward money offered in connection with the crime had made up some of the statements that led police to believe Bowman was guilty. All three were ultimately found guilty on charges that included lying to the police and perjury, and they received lengthy prison sentences as a result. Still, thousands of hours had been spent looking into Bowman with no success, and the harm had already been done. Would the authorities have had better luck if they hadn't been led astray early on? It's impossible to say. What we do know is that, more than 20 years later, the identity of the assassin who so cruelly ended the lives of the Short family remains unknown. The mystery continues to this day. Since then, friends and neighbors of the family have planned a motorcycle trip each year to help spread the word about the crime and increase awareness. A portion of the remains of Jennifer Short were found beneath a bridge that the ride spans. This bridge is now known as the Jennifer Renee Short Memorial Bridge. The sheriff's office claims that although there haven't been any arrests as of yet, they learn new details about the case with every ride. The Short family's home was auctioned off just a few months after they were shot and left empty for the majority of the years that followed. Then, under strange reasons, it burned down in 2019. Was the murderer coming back to remove any evidence that might have been overlooked almost 20 years before, the one who started the fire? Although it seems ridiculous, the answers to this case, like so many others, might never be known with certainty. Friends, this was the disturbing story of Short family murders, and this heartbreaking case never solved by police. This case also remains unsolved. Viewers, what you can say about this case, please tell me in the comments section. Friends, if you like this video, please like the video and subscribe my channel for more amazing videos, and do not forget to press the bell icon. Take care of yourself, and I meet you in a new video.